Welcome friends to a new session on molecular biology. In this session, we will discuss post-transcriptional processes, RNA processing, splicing, capping and polyadenylation. First, let us see about post-transcriptional processes, RNA processing, splicing, capping and polyadenylation. RNA synthesis or transcription is the process of transcribing DNA nucleotide sequence information into RNA sequence information. RNA synthesis is catalyzed by a large enzyme called RNA polymerase. RNA synthesis takes place in three stages: initiation, elongation and termination. The initial products of transcription are further processed in eukaryotes. The most extensively modified transcription product is pre-mRNA. Most pre-mRNA molecules undergo post-transcriptional modifications. The pre-mRNA molecules are spliced out to remove the introns. Moreover, both the 5' and 3' ends are modified by capping and polyadenylation, and the pre-mRNA molecules are converted into mRNA as shown in this figure. Although the overall process of RNA synthesis is similar in eukaryotes and prokaryotes, but the process is more complex in eukaryotes. The structural genes for protein coding in eukaryotes are transcribed in the nucleus, but the RNA transcript in the nucleus differs from mRNA used for translation in the cytoplasm. Prokaryotic mRNAs often contain the coding regions of two or more genes. Such mRNAs are said to be multigenic. On the other hand, many of the eukaryotic transcripts contain the coding region of a single gene are said to be monogenic. However, recent studies indicate that up to 1/4 of the transcription units in the small worm, the binomial name of which is Cynoharbiditis elegans, may be multigenic. Clearly, eukaryotic mRNAs may be monogenic or multigenic. This RNA transcript in the nucleus, due to its broad size distribution, is called heterogeneous nuclear RNA (hnRNA) and is much larger than its corresponding mRNA. The fate of this hnRNA can be one of the following: 1. RNA transcripts of some genes do not seem to give rise to any cytoplasmic mRNA, but get degraded within the cytoplasm. 2. For each gene, only a small proportion, 25% of RNA transcripts takes part in RNA processing, leading to formation of mRNA, the remaining 75% undergoing degradation in the nucleus. Due to these two events, only 5% of hnRNA enters the cytoplasm. This also suggests that regulation of gene expression is also exercised at the level of hnRNA. The mRNA undergo three post-transcriptional modifications. 1. Addition of CAPS 7-methyl guanine at 5' end. 2. Addition of poly A tail at 3' end, called as polyadenylation after the enzymatic cleavage, and 3. RNA splicing. It has been shown that cleavage and polyadenylation usually precede RNA splicing, although there is no causal relationship between the two. Besides the protein coding genes, there are other genes like those for ribosomal RNA rRNA and transfer RNA tRNA, which are involved in RNA synthesis, giving rise to more than 90% of nuclear RNA. These RNA transcripts also undergo RNA processing, giving rise to rRNA and tRNA. Addition of methylated cap at the 5 prime end of primary transcript. The initial RNA transcript gets modified at its 5 prime end, gains a methylated guanine, and its 3 prime end is poly A tails. Capping at 5 prime end occurs rapidly after transcription starts and much before completion of transcription. Transcription starts with a nucleoside triphosphate A or G, and a 5 prime triphosphate group is retained at this first position. The initial sequence at 5 prime end of mRNA is therefore 5 prime PPPA or G, P and P 3 prime. To the 5 prime end is added a terminal G with the help of guanyl transferase as follows: 5 prime GPP plus 5 prime PPA, P and P gives to 5 prime GPP, 5 prime AP and P plus PP plus P. The new G residue is in the reverse orientation with respect to all other nucleotides and undergoes methylation at its 7th position using a methyl transferase. Many eukaryotic methyl transferases are capping enzymes that catalyze the formation of the 5 prime cap in the co-transcriptional modification of messenger RNA. Because the 5 prime end of the RNA molecule ends in a phosphate group, the bond formed between the RNA and the GTP molecule is an unusual 5 prime triphosphate linkage instead of the 3 prime 5 prime linkages between the other nucleotides that form an RNA strand. The cap with a single methyl group at this terminal G residue is found in unicellular eukaryotes and described as cap 0, but in most eukaryotes methyl group may also be present at 2 prime position of sugar moiety, so that with methyl groups at 2 terminal nucleotides it is now described as cap 1. In still other cases, that is 10 to 15% of all caps, methyl group may be present at the 3rd base, also at the 2 prime position of sugar at this cap is now described as cap 2 and is shown in this figure. It is estimated that at a particular moment only approximately 20% of mRNA is capped following transcription. It could be shown that removal of cap leads to loss of translation activity due to loss of the formation of mRNA ribosome complex. It suggests that the cap helps in recognition of the ribosome. Caps may be absent only in some eukaryotic mRNAs, as those for histone proteins, and may not be required for translation. Polyadenylation, poly A, and the generation of 3 prime end. The 3 prime terminal stretch of A residues is often described as the poly A tail. mRNA with this feature is denoted poly A plus. The 3 prime end of mRNA is generated as follows: 1. Nuclease activity cuts the transcript at an appropriate position. 2. Poly A is added to the newly generated end by poly A polymerase enzyme, which adds approximately 200 A residues to the free 3 prime OH end of mRNA, utilizing ATP as a substrate. The poly A tail of mRNA is associated with a protein the poly A binding protein, that is PABP. One PABP monomer of approximately 70 kDa is bound to every 10 to 20 bases of the poly A tail. Estimations have shown that approximately 30% of hnRNA and approximately 70% of mRNA are polyadenylated. In a region 11 to 30 nucleotides upstream of the site of poly A addition, there is a sequence AAU AAA in all higher eukaryotes except yeast, which perhaps gives a signal for cleavage as shown in this figure. Binding of the PABP to the initiation factor ELF4G generates a closed loop in which 5 prime and 3 prime end of the mRNA find themselves held in the same protein complex. The formation of this complex may be responsible for some of the effects of poly A on the properties of mRNA. The ability of poly A to protect mRNA against degradation requires binding of the PABP. In most histone proteins mRNAs, no polyadenylation at 3 prime end is found, so that 3 prime ends are processed without addition of poly A. The U7 snRNA consisting of 56 bases long and not related with other snRNAs involved in spliceosome is involved in this processing through extensive complementary base pairing with histone mRNAs or hnRNAs. Other proteins may also be involved in processing of 3 prime end of mRNA, whether or not it is polyadenylated. Removal of poly A inhibits the initiation of transcription in vitro, and depletion of PABP has the same effect in yeast in vivo. These effects could depend on the binding of PABP to the initiation complex at the 5 prime end of mRNA. In some cases, mRNAs are stored in a non-polyadenylated form and poly A tail is added when their translation is required. In other cases, poly A plus mRNAs are deadenylated and their translation is reduced.